I am making homemade pasta. I add 2 cups of flour, and then I add a pinch of salt. You can start with the rail on the countertop. I think it's much easier. You don't have to clean up your countertop that much. I add 3 eggs, and basically you do the same thing in the bowl, but you don't have that big mess. So it's very easy. You just work it until it's combined. And right now, because my hand hurts, I will put it in the food processor. But that's how you start with the pasta. But I can give you a recipe, but if your egg is larger or smaller, then maybe you have to add a little water, or you have to add a little more flour. So don't stress on it. Okay, transfer this to, because I know you can see it's a little bit dry, so I can add a little water because my eggs are small. I'm adding a little oil, like a tablespoon. You can see it's formed a ball, and it's done. It's done. I can sprinkle a little flour here, and then I can just roll it, push it forward, and I just work with it a little bit, make sure it's worked together. But the food processor doing it, Mom made it like this all the time without the food processor, but it works for me. So this is the modern age, so if we have the machines, why not we use it? Put it in a plastic. And that's the whole secret of making pasta at home. I let my dough rest for 15 minutes. I had it in a plastic. Now I make this, flatten this out a little bit, sprinkle a little flour on it. You have to start with the largest opening. Every machine is different. For me, is the 7 is the biggest. Okay, let me roll it. Do it a few times on the big one. Not much video time. And roll it back here because I want everything in the same size. Okay, let's roll. More you roll it, it's better for the pasta. Okay, you can fold it like this too. Make sure I get a long piece. Flour. 3-4 times on the first one. It's worth to make pasta for yourself at home. It's delicious. Now I will cut it in half because I like to work with the smaller pieces. Flour. So I won't show the whole thing. Okay, flour. Let me do the other one too. So I do the first big hole like 3-4 times. That's the easiest way. Then you can go to the bigger or smaller one. Now I go for the 6 and I go through on all of them. Six, and this will be big too, so I cut it in half. This is just me, I don't like to long pastas. Okay, now I can do the 4. On the first big one I do it 3-4 times, and the rest I do just once. This is just takes practice or your taste. I don't know what do you want, so or what do you like. So this is just I am showing what I like. Sprinkle, and now I can go a little bit. So everybody's number is different on the machine. So I have to start with the large number and then I go to the smaller. You see how long it's got? So because I flour over that enough, I don't have to worry about flouring it all the time. And I think this is the last one I do. On my machine it's number 2. And now I flour it because I don't want this stick together. This time the egg was so nice, yellow. I like it when it's yellow. I like to sprinkle flour again. And I will show you a few cuts. It's very important to flour it because you don't want to stick to each other. And that's it to make pasta. And I can't believe how nice and yellow. It's depending on the eggs. The egg yolk. My mom always did it like this. And then the whiteness is up to you. So that's how she cut it, because we didn't have the machine. And then a little flour. Where is my Sprinky Minky? And that's it. That's how my mom made it. But make sure you flour this between and then won't stick together. And that way you don't have to do it so many times. Flour, flour. You don't have to do it this way like I do, but it's like cutting time is less. And little squares and little bow tie pasta. I think it's so cute. You can make these bow tie, gather in the middle with the 2 hands, and you have your bow tie. Pinch, little bow tie. Just have the hang of it. Pinch, 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 push. Oh, my little bow tie. I am so excited. If I'm gonna make little spaghetti or kind of linguine, but then I don't make it too thin. Okay, it's going, and I'll show you. This is, but I definitely left it a little bit thicker and looks like this. Gorgeous, perfect. Where is my little spray? Sprinky winky, little with little flour, so you can make your own spaghetti too. But leave it a little bit thicker. I learned it. Okay, let me show you the fat before the last one. The thickness, because I don't like too thick fettuccinis. As you can see, I can make so many pastas. Okay, like this. I sprinky, and because I don't like too long, then I can cut it in half, and then I have my fettuccine. Spray or flour. This way won't stick together, and this was my way, and this was by hand. My mom made it. Same thing, but it's easier with the machine. or doesn't matter, you try both. I like both. So now I show you a few more cuts. This one is thin, the thinnest. This, if you cut it how I show you, you can have like a, for the soups. I remember they made it in Hungary. I never made this, it's fun. And you can shape this any way you want it to. I can shape it like this. Squares or diagonals or whatever. And you have like for your soups. I don't like even that thick whatever I made for the regular pasta. Or cook it immediately or add it to your soup. And then I'm glad I remember that. But this tool is pretty good. I go shop for you guys to show you this. Pasta for the soups, square one for the cabbage. This way will stick together like this. Tap, cut. I wish my shoulder doesn't hurt me, but that's okay. Always work with the smaller piece. And how big is your square is up to you. And this is up to you too, how you figure it out, which one is better for your hands. So it doesn't matter which way you cut it, how you hold it. So sprinkle, and that's it. Buy a bigger one, but that's what I had at home, so that way you don't have to fill up with the flowers all the time. But easier this than I grab the flour. I mess anyway, so that's why I like to make from 5 eggs, because that way I don't have to make a mess all the time. Thinner rolling out, I made the soup pasta. With the thicker one, I made the spaghetti. In the middle, I made it with the medium rolling and the same rolling with the square, and I made with the same rolling with bow tie. So start making pastas, you will enjoy it. So that's how my mom dried her pastas. Now I am drying mine like this, and I usually wait 24 hours because make sure it's dry if I want to put it away. The best dinner with the freshly made pasta. Tomato pasta with basil and garlic, and